Sup folks, what's crack-a-lacking? It's Fend and Breezy, your favourite neighbourhood person. I'm joined by some retards. Look at these retards, I'm joined by them.
What?
I'm joined by some retards.
Who?
You're the retards, shh, just go with it.
I'm not a retard. I'm not a retard, I'm only a buddy, okay, retard.
Right.
Okay,
We got.
Okay.
That's
a Reddit reference. I hate Reddit. How could you tell? Yeah, that's like a funny
Right.
meme.
Anyway, we got something funny planned. We're going to read the Horrid Henry fanfic off Reddit, because we're Redditors.
That's why I came here.
Right, who's Horrid Henry?
I'm Horrid Henry.
Oh, he's Horrid Henry. I'm going to be the narrator.
They call me Horrid Henry.
I'm going to be Miss Battleaxe.
You a girl, what do you get?
What about... Oh my god, and then you can be menstruated mum or whatever she's called. Right, let's go.
I'm Horrid Henry.
Beep, beep. Horrid Henry's alarm went off, but Henry was not in the mood for school. Nor was he ever. He whacked his alarm clock off the table before settling back to sleep. He may have never wanted to go to bed at night, but he never wanted to get out of it in the morning. A few minutes passed, and Mum came into the room. She looked very cross.
Henry, get out of bed, or we'll be late for school.
I can't go to school today. My tummy hurts.
Mum placed her hand on Henry's stomach. He felt fine.
Ow! Ow!
Yelped Henry, pretending to hurt.
Henry, you are fine. Now get out of bed.
Horrid Henry scowled. He ended up rolling up his bed and onto the ground. Perfect Peter, his younger brother, who was the complete opposite of him, came in. Who's Peter?
Come on.
Alright, fine. Horrid Henry growled. He was a Tyrannosaurus Rex, ducking down to swallow the foolish person below him.
Yow.
Don't be Horrid Henry! Leave your brother alone! Why, Horrid Henry dropped Perfect Peter to the ground, allowing him to get out of the room. He figured he might as well go to school today, because it was the last day of the week. Also, a new TV special, Rapper Zapper, would come on after school, and it was finally his turn to watch TV. Horrid Henry went downstairs to the kitchen. He poured himself a bowl of cereal and tucked in. Perfect Peter was eating a soft-boiled egg. Mum came in to speak to Peter.
Doesn't say Peter, it says Henry.
Oh, fuck's sake. Mum came in to speak to Henry. Oh, shit.
Remember this, Henry. There's a new student in your class today. Like you. To show respect towards him.
Before school ended on Thursday, Miss Battleaxe, Henry's class teacher, announced that there would be a new student joining his classroom the following morning. And the day was now, said Henry, talking with his mouth open.
They might as well be another best boy. Ethan!
You still need to be nice to them. Oh. And please swallow your food before talking. If he's nice, he'll make a perfect member of the Best Boys Club.
Don't be Horrid Henry! Sighed Dad as he looked up from the newspaper he was reading. Henry continued eating, but as he ate his cereal, he wondered if the new student was horrid like him, or rude like Rude Ralph, or greedy like Greedy Graham. If they had a personality like that, they would be welcome to the Purple Hand Gang, a club held in his backyard. After eating, Horrid Henry spent a long time brushing his teeth and finding his school bags before he and Perfect Peter left with Mum for school. At 9 o'clock, they arrived at Ashton Primary School. Mum waved as Henry and Peter ran into school. As Peter walked to his classroom with the best boys, Henry walked to his classroom with Rude Ralph, his best friend.
Hey, Ralph.
Hey, Henry, have you heard about the new Rapper Zapper TV special airing today?
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see Rapper Zapper go to the planet Quantopian to defeat the evil Emperor Longtide.
Does Peter get to watch his revolting Daffy and her dancing daisies tonight, though? Fuck, I almost died.
Nope. At last, I get to watch what I want on TV for a change.
Both of them walked into their classroom. Paper aeroplanes were flying across the room, and all the students were playing loudly. Horrid Henry and Rude Ralph immediately sat down and joined in on the fun. Ralph was pulling rude faces at the students behind him, and Henry was pulling the hair of Moody Margaret, his next-door neighbour, who was just as bad as him. But the fun was quickly cut short when Miss Battleaxe came in and glared at her classroom. They all settled down and looked directly at her. "Now, class! It's time to introduce our new student!" She went to sit down at her desk. Behind her at the door was a rather neat-looking boy. He had a green jumper, black jeans, blonde hair, and a smart white tie. "Hello! My name is Trot. Terrific Trot. I used to live in London." Oh, fucking hell, I predicted that, kind of. "I used to live in London, but my parents decided we'd move here. I'm willing to make friends here."
What name is Try anyway?
"Henry! Don't interrupt!" "Hi, Henry!" said Terrific Try as he walked towards where Henry sat, ignoring Henry's rudeness. "Do you want to be friends?"
I don't see why not.
said Henry, holding out his hand. When Try went to shake it, a fart noise came out. Henry had a mini whoopee cushion hidden in that hand. The entire classroom started laughing, except for an embarrassed Try. "Silence! Henry, you can stay in during break time!" Horrid Henry groaned as he slumped in his seat. "I'm sorry about this, Try. Go and find someone else to sit next to." He went over to sit with Fiery Fiona, one of the girls in the classroom. "Right, class! Today's first lesson will be maths." Horrid Henry groaned louder than he previously had. Why would she choose a maths lesson to start the day? "Quiet, Henry! You will all be turning decimals into fractions." Henry almost groaned again, but decided not to in case he got into more trouble. For now, I'll ask a few of you some questions. Margaret, what is 0.2 as a fraction? 1/5, said Moody Margaret. Correct. Brian, what is 0.75 as a fraction?
3/4.
That Brady, is he then? Said Brady Bryant, a Purple Hand Gang member. Correct! Bert, what is 0.5 as a fraction? We all know where this is going. I don't know. Said Miss Battleaxe. She went to a drawer by her desk and took out math sheets for everyone. She also went to take out the children's math books. "You must copy these questions into your math books and answer them," she said as she passed her the sheets and books. "And Henry, please do not copy Claire again." Horrid Henry crossed his arms after he opened his math books. He was distracted for a few minutes by all of the scribbles he drew of Miss Battleaxe being eaten by crocodiles until the old bat scolded him for not doing his work. He wanted to copy Claire again, but she wouldn't let him see her work. "You know what, Miss Battleaxe? You... Oh, what? I'm such a... I got lost. You know what Miss Battleaxe said? You can't copy off my work anymore."
Oh, come on.
"She's right, you know," said Sour Susan, Moody Margaret's partner in crime.
Get lost, Susan.
"Stop talking!" barked Miss Battleaxe. Everyone stayed silent. The silence was broken, however, when Terrific Try raised his hand. Miss, can I go to the toilet? Yes, but be quick! Terrific Try got up and left. After he left the classroom, Try went into his rucksack and unzipped it and pulled out a walkie-talkie. He zipped his rucksack back up and headed to the boys' bathroom. He switched on the walkie-talkie and contacted someone he knew. Oh, Michael! Send in the stink bombs! Back in the classroom, Horrid Henry tried to copy Try's work. He quietly snuck towards his and Fiery Fiona's table whilst Miss Battleaxe was at her desk writing, and slowly copied down Try's work, which had somehow been completed already. He got only halfway through, however, due to Fiona catching him after pausing on her work to think. Hey! Said Fiery Fiona. Miss, Henry's trying to copy Try's work. Henry! Yelled Miss Battleaxe. That's a double detention for you! Moaned Henry as he sat back down. Terrific Try came back into the classroom, and when he sat down and Fiona told him about Henry copying his work, in his mind he decided to get back at Henry for this. With him calling his friend for stink bombs, this all seemed suspicious. What was going on? Ooh.
Oh my god, what the...
Oh my god, that's such a cliffhanger. I want to know! I want to know! I want to know!
I want to know so much I'm going to kill the next person.
Well,
I
anyway.
see. Oh, hi, Fendon Breezy.
Oh,
I
shit.
see you.
No, I cannot die. Fendon Breezy never dies. That was so great. That's such a cliffhanger. There is a part 2 to this, I think.
Oh my god, part 2 coming soon.
Yeah, we should totally. This is great. We're gonna do a part 2 to this. That was actually funny. What was the deal with
It
that?
was funny said at the beginning. I think it was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just kind of got used to it at the end. We're just like, yeah, this is our life now. We're just reading Horrid Henry fanfics.
We should read more.
Oh, we
That's
totally.
They call me Relpet.
Relpet and Henry.
We should have been one of those Reddit YouTubers, but only not awful, where we just read things out like this.
I already did. I read Horrid Henry conspiracy theories.
Yeah, but only it's all.
By the way,
Reddit YouTuber.
you have to like and subscribe to become a true Horrid Henry fan.
I am like unsubscribed.
That can be the name of all my subscribers, the Horrid Henry fans.
Horrid Henry fans.
Right, okay.
Horrid Henry fandom is dying. Please leave a like if you are a true terrorist.
Whoa.
I leave a like.
Uh-oh. Right, hang on, there we go. You better like and subscribe to become a true Horrid Henry fan today.